Today is the deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz as President Trump threatens to attack Iran's power plants and bridges.
That comes as President Trump says diplomatic talks to end the war are underway. NBC's Alice Barr joins us now live from D.C. with more. Alice, good morning.
Good morning, David and Danita. The clock is ticking to that 8 o'clock Eastern deadline tonight for Iran to make a deal, as critics accuse President Trump of going too far in his latest threats to the regime. This morning, fresh explosions in Tehran as President Trump ramps up the pressure for Iran to make a deal to end the war and reopen the Strait of Hormuz by tonight or face widespread destruction.
After that, they're going to have no bridges. They're going to have no power plants. Stone Ages, yeah.
Israel now warning the Iranian people to avoid using trains. President Trump saying Iran is negotiating, though communication is difficult, and that their latest offer was significant but not good enough. Iran has been demanding a permanent end to the war, publicly rejecting calls for a temporary ceasefire. Now, with an 8 p.m. Eastern deadline looming, Democrats are condemning the president's threats to take out Iran's bridges and power plants, civilian infrastructure.
What the president is doing is threatening war crimes.
The president rejects that.
No, not at all. No, I'm not. I hope I don't have to do it.
While also celebrating the successful rescue of 2 American airmen whose F-15 fighter jet was shot down over Iran last week by a shoulder-fired missile. The pilot was located first, while officials say the second airman, a badly injured colonel and weapons systems officer, hid in a mountain crevice, evading capture for nearly 48 hours.
He scaled cliff faces, bleeding rather profusely, treated his own wounds, and contacted American forces to transmit his location.
The president saying the daring rescue took hundreds of troops, some throwing the Iranians off the trail, and that all American service members made it back to safety. President Trump was pressed by reporters on whether the war is winding down or ramping up. He said it depends what Iran does, calling this a critical period. He also said the U.S. may be involved in the rebuilding process in Iran and that he wants to avoid hitting power plants and bridges because that would be expensive to rebuild. David?
Alice Barr live in Washington. Alice, thank you.